Harley, you're wrong for this. You are wrong for this, Harley-Davidson. I got some phone calls to make when I get off of this bike. Man, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing, for real. I'm having hooligan thoughts when I ride this bike.
I got to run all the way.
Guys, it's Alicia at Bootlegger, letting you know about tall shirts that we were selling. We got the long sleeve here, the FLHT. If you ain't gliding, you ain't riding, traveling tall. Those have done so well with us. He's going to be getting me more. I've got a large and a 2X left. That's all I have. They're $30 and $33. So if you want to give the store a call at 865-671-2454, us ladies in motor clothes will be happy to get you one out, mail you one out in the mail as soon as you get us the order.
All right, guys, I'm here at Bootlegger Harley-Davidson in Knoxville, Tennessee. And this gentleman right here, y'all met him before.
Hey guys.
Tell me your name.
Tony Robinson.
The motivational Harley-Davidson speaker.
Straight up.
Guys, so today, you know, I always say if you ain't gliding, you ain't riding. Well, I don't know if I'm riding today, Tony. I know I'm riding. I'm riding. This right here, 2023 Low Rider ST. I've never ridden this bike. There was a long time ago, I actually tried to ride a low rider. Remember that, Tony? And I was way too tall for it. Guys, I'm 6'6", and this bike right here is not made for tall people. But it's so beautiful that I'm gonna ride this bike. I don't care how I gotta get on it. I'm gonna take this bike for a ride. So check this out, guys. This is a good looking bike. Has the 117 on it. This is a Harley-Davidson Drop H right there. And Harley-Davidson, the black and the bronze is kind of a tradition that they put on lowriders a long time ago, lowrider S's, and they carried over to 2023. I'm used to street glides, I'm used to road glides. Now it's time to ride something different, a lowrider ST. So we're gonna get out here, give it a try. All right, now the first thing I see right here, I see the all digital display on the front. And this thing, wow, I have my knees. Yeah, I'm gonna ride it though, but I'm just way too tall for this bike. So it's gonna be a short ride today. I'm gonna get out on this thing. This has a 117. This bike weighs probably 100 pounds less than any Glide, right? So this 117 is gonna be pretty peppy on a bike this size. Let's get out and do it, guys. Let's do what it does. See what it does. All right, guys, now we're off. Riding the Low Rider ST. It is peppy. Well, it has a 117 in it. 117. And like I said, it is a whole lot lighter. Man, my legs are so high above the tank right now. It's all good though. Just for the test ride, guys. For the channel. Let's close the shield down on this, because we're gonna get rolling. Perfect. Highway. Not a lot of traffic out there. Let's get it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I feel some air coming around. I definitely feel it on my knees, but most people's knees are not like this high. Air is pretty good to about right here, and then that's when I feel it hitting the top of my helmet. But for a soft tail, this thing feels pretty planted and stable on the highway. Feels good. Yeah, maybe the air's a little bit lower. It's hitting my chest now, the very top of my chest. All right, so let's get off here and get onto a curvy road where this bike really shines. Now, the great thing about this bike, it does have saddlebags. So if you are wanting to take this bike on a road trip, Then it has saddlebags, windshield, a fairing, and if you want some music, they actually have a thing right there to put the radio, for the radio. Yeah, okay, getting off here. Man, it handles so good though. I mean, I can tell just by turning that way, but we're about to go on a little curvy road. Nice running bike. Man, I'd love to take this thing somewhere where I could really let it rip going through the curves. All right, now we're going. Okay, third in the road. This thing, man, I love the way it handles. Now, this is a brand new motorcycle, so I don't want to be putting a lot of miles on it. The loop that I'm making is probably about maybe 6 miles altogether, because this bike is for sale and available at Bootlegger Harley-Davidson. So you just saw Tony Robinson. He's a salesperson at Bootlegger. Make sure, if you're interested, give him a holler. I'm looking at all these features. Okay, I have cruise control, have everything that my Street Glide has. I really like this. I mean, that's just enough. When you first see it, you're like, ah, that's not going to be, but it has the information right in front of you where you need to see it, and it's enough. It really is. It has everything that you need to know right there. It has the speed, it has the fuel, it has the mileage. Oh, this has 14 miles on it, and I probably just put like 2 miles on it myself from here. All right, let's get around this curve here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that thing wants to lean. This is a rider's bike. It may be one of the best, I'm not going to say the best, but one of the best Harley-Davidsons out there, just because you have the ability to ride it in an aggressive manner and travel on it, because it has bags. There goes another Harley rider right there. How you doing? Sorry buddy, I got my clutch hand busy. Let's go. Uh-oh, police officer right there. How you doing? About to go ahead and make this turn here. This curve, and it just sticks in the curve, and you don't have to worry about leaning this thing over at all. I didn't worry about scraping any floorboards. Kind of taking it easy on this road because there's a lot of construction. There might be some loose rocks, loose gravel that they kicked out, so I'm trying to be careful with that. But I have all confidence going through these turns, not worried about scraping floorboards. The lean angle is right. It's a massive amount of torque coming out. Now it's just a 1.7, well, I don't want to say just a 117, but in the world of 124s and 128s and 131s and even 143s, a 117 is not the biggest kid on the block anymore. But a 117 on a Softail, I think anybody that can really ride one of these can give someone with a mildly built 131 or 128 or 124 a headache. Seriously, this thing, again, it's almost 100 pounds. Okay, you didn't have a blinker on or anything. All right, 100 pounds lighter than the Street Glide or Road Glide. Okay, now let's see what all this stuff is. This little circle, it changes RPMs right here. All right, then that is miles right there, and then right here, hit that again. All right, so that goes through everything. Is there a trigger switch on the back? No trigger switch on the back. Cruise control is a little bit, the button to the cruise control is different than a Street Glide or Road Glide. You have the high beams, you have the horn over there. Let's hear what kind of horn it sounds like. I don't know what that is, but it's a horn. That surprised me. I did not expect to hear that type of horn coming from this bike. So that is a little surprising. You have the caution, you have the start button, you have the kill switch, you have wait a minute. Oh, you have the stop. You have the stop run, and you have the ignition switch, the starter button right here. I'm sorry. And then you have the flashers, the hazard lights, and the turn signal. And that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot of things to confuse you. And that's kind of what I like about it. It's just a nice motorcycle. Now, is this air cleaner getting in my way? My legs are perched up like I'm on a sport bike, so the air cleaner is not really getting in my way. But if I had shorter legs where I was depending on it to go underneath, then yes, it would get in my way. But I know a lot of people who ride these, and that's not even an issue with them. And man, this seat, there's something about this seat, is super comfortable. It's a really comfortable seat. The only issue that I'm having is that my legs are above the tank. But I had that same issue on a Road Glide or a Street Glide and a Road King. So if I could get just about, I'll do this while I'm riding. If I can just sit back here a little bit, about 2 more inches back, I can make this thing work. I could. And it definitely would be something different for the channel. And I would definitely have a great time taking this up to the Dragon and the Cherry Hollow Skyway and the Foothills Parkway and riding this bike. And with the 117 with a Redshift 468 cam, I wouldn't even have to put a big bore kit. I'd be doing like probably pushing at least 130 on the torque and 120 on the horsepower. And that much horsepower and that much torque, again, will give a 124, a 128, and a 131 a headache, because you got to look at horsepower to weight ratio. This bike, the more I ride it, the more I like it. And it doesn't bother me that it doesn't have a radio, because most people are going to put their navigation, their phone on the bars, or run their phone through their Bluetooth, and that's what I would do. Okay, one more. Let's see if we can get down the road here a little bit, get it in the right gear, and let's go. Let's get out of here. That's that torque. That is that torque. I tell you, that thing is moving. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just want to run this bike. I'm telling you right now, I'm having hooligan thoughts when I ride this bike. It makes you want to get out here and just go. Okay, my exit is coming up soon, but man, I know what I said. I was going to go for a short ride, but I'm about to go one more exit, just one more exit. Come on, open up just a little bit. Oh, I'll pull back and then wait for a chance just to let it rip just a little bit. Okay, so I'm in 5th gear now. Dropping it to 4th. I'm going. Let's go. yeah. And it's stable. So it's a soft tail on the highway, running at highway speeds. This thing is stable. It feels really good. Let's get over here where we can get off the exit now. Okay. And it's so light, it does everything good. Slows down good, accelerates good, leans good. Harley, you're wrong for this. You are wrong for this, Harley-Davidson. I got some phone calls to make when I get off of this bike. Why is this motorcycle so good? And why did you not make it big enough for me to fit? Seriously. It's not, everything about this bike is good. Now I'm not a guy who wants to put floorboards on a soft tail, but you know what I mean, like a Low Rider S. I'm not saying floorboards, because a Low Rider S should look like a Low Rider ST, should look like a Low Rider ST. But if you went with a little bit, maybe like not floorboards, but maybe like bigger pegs, like just something a little bit, probably about that wide or something, pegs that you can put your feet on, and bring the controls out further for me, and get me a tall seat, then I'm good to go. Seriously, I could crush some miles with this thing. And it's not, I mean, I'm used to riding glides anyway, but it's not intimidating at all when you come to a stop. The weight of it's not intimidating. You don't even, I don't even think about the weight. I don't think about the weight anyway on my bike, but on every new bike that I test ride, I always take into consideration, like, okay, does it feel heavy? If it was my first time riding it, would I think it was heavy? And I don't feel like this thing is heavy at all. It's fun, really fun, and I can see myself going through the Dragon with this thing. It would be a blast. All those tight curves, and you powering out, using the torque to power out of those curves, and again, get you a tune and a cam on this thing, man, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. For real. I'd pull up on anybody. I don't care what they had, 131 or whatever. If I had a good tune and a cam on this, it's just going to be who's the best rider at that point. You're going to have to be making a massive amount of power to keep up with this bike with a good tune and a cam and pipe on it with a good rider. Now, I know a lot of people might be saying, well, I got a 117 on a road glide or a street glide or whatever. Yeah, you probably, you know, got some power, but horsepower to weight ratio, that's one thing that you cannot get around. You can't get around it. If two people are making 130 horsepower, one guy's 100 pounds, the other guy's 200 pounds, who do you think is going to be faster? All right, we're back at Bootlegger. I got to see the exact weight on this. And another thing, I definitely need some exhaust. I don't know why these people keep running up on me like that. It's a good looking bike though. Let's go over here and do a full walk around on it. I've already showed you pretty much everything, but we're going to go up here where there's nobody to get in the way of the shot. Go around here. Here we go. I mean, you can just turn this thing. I mean, it's just easy to ride. Look, we weave through these picnic tables if we wanted to. I mean, it's just I should have went back through that one. It's just an easy bike to ride. It really is. And I know I'm late to the party. I know. I know I'm late to the party. Let's turn this off. But this bike here, if I could fit this motorcycle, I'd have this motorcycle. And I think I can fit it. I used to just kind of like say, no, you know, there's nothing I can do to actually fit on this bike. But I think with some minor adjustments, I could fit. There's no reason why this can't be moved forward just about to about right here. Shifting everything to about right there. Okay. And the seat to get me back to about right here. That'll get my knees down. The bars were perfect. I didn't need risers. I didn't need anything. So the bars was absolutely perfect. I like the way you lock your bags with the key. You're not dealing with the barrel key. I like how they open slowly like that. Here comes Tony up here. That's a good looking bike, but that doesn't do anything compared to this. I'm telling them, Tony, this motorcycle right here, with a couple of small changes, that could be my bike. Just something about 2 inches this way, about right here, to get everything out there, and then the seat back a little bit. The bars, I don't even need any other bars.
You know?
No, seriously.
Man, I ain't heard you this excited about a bike in a while.
I'm excited about it because I didn't think I could even fit it that good, and I was telling them on the camera, 117, okay? That bike, do you know the weight on this, the exact weight? Okay, but okay, we'll look it up. I'll say this. If you take and put a cam on this, and you line up with somebody with a 131, you're gonna smoke them.
I have this also in white sand pearl.
Yeah, and that does look good, but this is the way to get it. This is the way to get it. All right, guys, so I'm in this video here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. I want to thank you for watching. Again, check out Bootlegger Harley-Davidson. Give Tony a call. And yeah, so, all right, guys, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Keep gliding. As always, have a blessed day. But then, you see that. And then you wonder, yeah, that is a beautiful motorcycle. Decisions.
So I got a little microphone attached to this pen right here, but check it out. So I just got through riding that Low Rider ST, and that is an awesome bike. But the Road Glide caught my attention. Well, might as well just say goodbye to that Road Glide because somebody actually bought it. And he is a subscriber of the channel. He watches the channel. All right, so Brian, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
So you just bought this new Road Glide?
I did.
Hold up a little bit, Steve. There you go.
I did.
What did you ride before that?
I had a Deluxe and a Triumph Street Triple.
This thing is beautiful, man.
She's pretty, that's for sure. I hope she hauls like the Triumph and is a little more comfortable on the long rides than the Deluxe.
Got a good looking bike, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Guys, so we want to welcome Brian to the Glide family. So now you're gliding. You ain't on the street glide, but yeah, Road Glide's okay. You know?
It'll do, huh?
Yeah, it'll do. All right, y'all, check this out. I'm out here with all these motorcycles. We are right there, Bootlegger Harley-Davidson across the street. And look at this bike. Check this out right here. Man.
Fun day at Harley-Davidson. For a long time. Y'all ever make it to Tennessee, tap in with him. We can get you on the wings, pulled pork, barbecue, small menu, big flavor. That's our motto.
Hey guys, this is Tony from Bootlegger Harley-Davidson. Once again, on Tal's behalf, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to his channel. Us here at Bootlegger Harley-Davidson are proud, like all of his sponsors, of having him as an ambassador for our products. By the way, I'm going to do this again because he got me last week, but I don't care to tell you. Even though the hours here at the store say 9 to 6, 9 to 5, 12 to 5, my number is 865-617-9463. It's open all the time. Thanks again for tuning in.